Well, hello there. Now, as you can see, right here outside of Asda. I'm not going to say which Asda this is, but some of you out there may possibly recognize it. But if you do recognize it, let us know which one it is. So I'm not sure which one it is either. Or I might. Or I might not. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm at Asda nevertheless. And I'm here this week to do a spot of Blu Ray tracking and DVD tracking to see what they've got. I don't think there's going to be too many new releases at the minute. Because, as you know, there isn't many new releases getting released at the minute on Blu-ray or DVD. I think there might be more coming out on DVD than what there is for the Blu-ray, in the shops at least. And they've got a few offers on in Asda. They've got like certain Blu-rays too for, well, they did have, I think that offer's finished, come to think of it. I think they've got them for £7 each now. I think the offer used to be buy two and you get them for £7 each. And now they've just reduced them down to £7 each anyway. So yeah, I did buy a couple of those a few weeks ago, so I made use of that. But they also had an offer on for two 4Ks for £30. But I had my eye on a couple where I wish I got them when I saw them the first time, because when I went back the next week, they had bloody got rid of the offer, hadn't they? They had Spider-Man Far From Home on 4K. And had Bad Boys for Life, so if you bought them two, you got them for 30 quid for the two. But anyway, I'll probably get them somewhere else, probably pick them up second hand or something. There's quite a few offers on 4K at the minute, not in here, but online. You can get a lot of brand new titles for $9.99 now. One of them, which I've just ordered, is the film called Red Sparrow, I think it is, with Jennifer Lawrence. That one's only $9.99, and there's Bohemian Rhapsody on 4K is $9.99, and a few others. So if you haven't seen those offers, I suggest you go on to like Amazon and eBay. Amazon's got some on, and so is eBay, but you have to look between the two of them, because it's 6 and 2 3s, but some of them are cheaper on one site than they are on the other. Some of them are still on offer on one, and then maybe not on the other. You have to look back and forward between the two, like I say. But anyway, we shall go inside. The weather's quite nice here at the minute, as you can see. It's a nice bright day. Anyway, we should go inside the shop and let's have a look and see what they've got today, shall we? Okay, so here we are at the Blu-ray section in Asda. And first off, we have Total Recall. And this is the newly remastered and restored version. This was already available on Blu-ray. I think you can still get it, might be out of print. But the other transfer on the original version that got released was really good as well. I think that one was also remastered. It looked very good on my big cinema screen, that's for sure. So this version is supposed to be even better, because it's mastered in 4K, I believe. And you can get this on 4K. And that's the version I intend to pick up soon when the price drops down. Actually, it might take a while for the price to drop down, but I do intend to get that version on 4K. Instead of this Blu-ray version. And here we have Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. This is just the regular Blu-ray release, and I'm not sure if you can get this in 3D. Maybe some of you watching know that, if you can get it in 3D or not. And here we have Picard, which is of course the recent TV series starring Patrick Stewart, of course. I haven't seen this show, so I don't know what it's like. Apparently it's pretty popular from what I've heard. Not sure what the transfer is like on it either, but it's got a nice cover nevertheless, and that one's £30. And here we have the old sci-fi classic Dune, which of course stars William Hurt. I think Sting's in there as well, somewhere as well, I believe. I haven't really seen this film, so I don't really know, but I know William Hurt's in it, because there he is on the top right on the back cover there. That's definitely him. He's the guy from Gorky Park and what have you. And here's the New Mutants. I don't really know much about this movie. I've only seen it on one of Big Paulie's videos. He said he didn't like it much the first time he watched it, but he was going to give it another shot. He's going to watch it again, see if he likes it or doesn't like it still. But apart from that, I don't really know anything about it. I'm not a big fan of these yellow stickers they keep putting on these things recently in Asda. They didn't used to put them on. Some of them have got big square yellow ones on the back. And here we have the remake of The Witches, starring Anne Hathaway. The original version starred Angelica Houston, of course, and it went out of print for a while on DVD, I think, and possibly Blu-ray, but I think you can still get it now on Blu-ray. I think you can get it quite easily, if in fact online, if you want a copy of the original. He has Joker. This is not a new release, of course, but they've still got it in Asda here because it must be still quite popular. I plan to pick this up on 4K, but the price is still quite high, surprisingly. There's a lot of films that was released around the same time as this have dropped down in price now on 4K, but this one's still through the roof for some reason. And here we have the new remake of Mulan, the Disney film, which was originally animated, of course, and this is a live action version. I don't really know much about it, but it looks interesting. It's got a nice cover there, and there's one of them big rectangle shaped yellow stickers I was talking about, which they block up most of the back cover. You can't read it properly and see the pictures. And he has a Russian movie. Apparently it's dubbed into English if you prefer to watch it in English. I think there's a Russian soundtrack on there as well, and they're all in 5.1, and this is in a slimline case. I've never seen this film, so I don't know much about it. I think it's like a sci-fi movie. Big Paulie mentioned it in one of his videos. I don't think he's seen it either, but he did talk about it when he found it in the shop. And here we have The Last Jedi, which I think has a new slipcover with different artwork on it to what was on the original version, because they've just re-released all of the Star Wars films in 4K and on Blu-ray again with different slipcover artwork. So that's good. What else we got here? We've got Batman: A Death in the Family. I haven't seen this before, but it looks like he's holding someone who appears to be either dead or not very well. Don't know who that is, but I'm no expert on these Batman animated films, but it looks like it might be pretty good. I'm not a big fan of the animation and artwork on these animated superhero things, to be honest. And here we have Frozen 2, which I believe you might be able to get in 3D as well, but they never have the 3D ones in here much anymore in Asda, unfortunately, but you can still get them online if you look around a bit. I've only seen the first film to this one, but I thought it was really good, and I've got that version in 3D, the first one. And the next one here is The Lion King. This is also a live action remake. I just picked this up myself on 4K, and I much prefer the cover on the 4K version, to be honest, because it's got a nice big picture of the main lion there in the film on the front with the little one below him, but for some reason it's got the bottom half of the little lion's face like cut off on the Blu-ray cover. Maybe they made it to frame it for the DVD cover mainly, I don't know. And he has a film called Unhinged, which is about a guy who has trouble with his front door. No, just kidding there. I don't really know what it's about, but I think it might be about somebody who's unhinged or becoming unhinged or something like that. I'm not really sure. So don't really know much more about that. And here we have Ghostbusters 1 and 2, a double pack Blu-ray. I like the cover on this one because it's got the original black background. My Ghostbusters Blu-ray has a blue background. It doesn't look as good, so I was always disappointed about that, but this one looks way better in my opinion, just like the original cover, apart from it's got him showing 1 and 2 fingers instead. And he has another re-release of the Back to the Future trilogy on Blu-ray. They've released this trilogy so many times on Blu-ray, and I've got 2 sets of this on DVD and 1 on Blu-ray. I don't intend to update to another version anytime soon, I don't think so anyway. And that one's £15 apparently. You can get it on 4K as well, by the way. And he has a film called Skyfire, which is £7, which is cheap for a new release, but I think it's like a budget title. It's not a big Hollywood blockbuster. I don't really know anything about this film. I've never heard of it before, and I've never really heard of any of the actors that's in it either. But it might be worth a try, but it'll probably come down in price to even a cheaper price at some point soon, I should imagine. And there's Jean-Claude Van Damme in a triple set there. I've got that one back at home, actually. It's a good set to have, that one. And he has the Avengers Endgame. I've just picked this one up myself, but I got it from Music Magpie online for £5, brand new. So I'm not sure why Asda are selling it for 15. But if you would like a copy of this for £5 instead of paying £15 for it, I'd suggest you go off to Asda. Not Asda, sorry, I mean Music Magpie. I'm in Asda now. You don't want to come here, it's 15 quid. So that wouldn't be good. What else we got here? A film called Ava, which as you can see has a huge red X on the front. That's never a good sign. And on the back we've got a red background. That's also not a good sign from what I've heard. It's also got Colin Farrell in it apparently. I'm not sure who the other actors are that's in it. I don't really know much of this film. I've never really heard of it. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know what it's about or anything. I think it's a thriller of some sort. And down there you can see there's the new version of Charlie's Angels, which I've got on Blu-ray. You can get it for £7 in here now. I got that one with Brightburn. You had to buy two to get them for £7 last time I was here. But as you can see now, you can get them all separately for £7 each, which is much better in my opinion. If only they had done that in the first place. Now, let's take a look at the DVD section here. And the first one here is called The Broken Hearts Gallery. This one looked interesting to me because I quite like romantic comedies and films of that type of stuff. So I was thinking I wouldn't mind seeing this one, but the thing is I would prefer it on Blu-ray. But I looked online and I couldn't really find a Blu-ray version of it, so I don't know if there is one or not. Might have to get it from America. And here's another film called Apocalypse of Ice, which I guess is about the world freezing over, or something like that. Some sort of apocalyptic thriller. Never heard of it though. It's one of those budget titles. And here's a film called Cupid, which doesn't look too nice looking, to be honest. I think it's something horrific by the looks of things, some sort of horror movie or something like that, you know. And here's a movie called The Unfamiliar. I must admit I'm not really familiar with this one. Never heard of this one before, which is probably the case with most of these lower budget releases. And here is a film called The Doorman. As you can see, it has Jean Reno in it, who's famous for starring in Leon the Professional. I don't know this female actress that's in the film. I don't think I've seen her in anything before that I know of anyway. But once again, never heard of this movie. It's got a nice yellow cover. And what's next? The next one here is this one, which is the new Doctor Who series. Well, part of it. I don't think this is the full series. I think it's a special of some sort. I've never seen it before, so I haven't seen any of the new Doctor Who's with the female Doctor, to be honest. So I don't know what it's like. But it's a bit strange that they actually changed that to a woman. I think I've got my theories and reasons why they did that. I'm not going to go into at this moment. But here's another horror movie, and this one is called Max Cloud. I think it's a horror movie. It might be sci-fi or something. I'm not sure. But it looks kind of interesting. It's got quite a interesting, colourful, jazzy cover on it, as you can see. Don't really recognise the actors offhand in that one. We should get more bargain Blu-rays in here, you know. I need to have a word with them, I think. Because there's plenty of bargain DVDs here and there, but not so much in the Blu-ray department. And here is a horror movie called Hell in a Cell, which probably takes place in a prison, I should imagine. I don't know anything about this movie, never heard of it. I think it's made by the WW something or other, Wrestling Federation Company or something. I've only seen one or two of the films made by that company before. And here's a new Tom Hanks one called A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, which I actually have just got on Blu-ray. I first saw it in this shop like the other week, and I thought, I quite fancy getting that one, but it was £5 in here, as you can see. But the Blu-ray was slightly more expensive. It was like $7.99 or something like that. It wasn't too bad, you know. Here is a street cat named Bob on DVD, which isn't a new release as you probably know. I do have this on Blu-ray, but I haven't got the cover for it. I got it cheap without the cover, just a disc. There's also a new version, a new film of this character. It's a real life cat who was best friends with a guy who sang on the streets with his guitar, and he has the new version. It's called A Christmas with Bob, Christmas Gift for Bob or something. And you kind of get that on Blu-ray, I don't believe. But sadly, Bob passed away, got run over, sadly. And he has Birds of Prey, the DVD version, which I've also got on Blu-ray, which has a different cover artwork on the Blu-ray. But that one's quite nice on the DVD as well. I think that was on the Steelbook version. And he has Bad Boys for Life also on DVD. I just ordered this on 4K from CEX, so I should be getting that sometime soon. I look forward to that one, because I've got the other two. Well, I've only got the first one on Blu-ray. And here we have the only thing I picked up today, which was a pair of cheap, crappy speakers. I've since tested these speakers out, and they're absolutely terrible, but I went and threw the bloody receipt away, so I can't take them back. So, oh well, what can you do? Right, okay, well I've just come out of Asda. And yep, they had pretty much the stuff I was expecting them to have. They still had a few of them ones for £7, and as you've probably seen in the video there. And they had a few new releases, but those ones, to be honest, most of them have been there for a few weeks now. I haven't really seen anything that new come in, and what have you. So did you see anything you fancied picking up? Is there anything in this video that you plan to pick up either on Blu-ray, DVD or 4K Blu-ray? Let me know in the comments if you plan on picking anything up that you've seen in this video, or if you plan on picking up anything different. Let us know what you plan on picking up, if you don't mind. So if you don't mind sharing that with us, I'd be interested to know what you are planning on buying at the minute. I hope you've enjoyed this little trip out, and I'm gonna head off home now. I'm gonna phone myself a taxi. My regular taxi driver might pick us up. He's called Kenny Levine. He also flies a helicopter and drops us off at different places. But he's not picking us up via helicopter today, because I got in trouble off the staff in Asda here for landing the helicopter in the car park. It got in the way of a few cars, and the drivers weren't too happy, to say the least. So this week he's actually going to just pick us up the regular way by driving up in the car, picking us up in the car, and then taking us back home. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So like I say, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give us a little like? And if you've got anything you'd like to say, like I say, drop it down in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as possible, and that is a promise. So it's goodbye from me for now, and I shall see you all next week, or rather you shall maybe see me if you're still watching by then. So bye for now. Hurrah!